Hi, I'm Liz from Kelowna Now, and I'm here at Cyclepath with Gary Norcombe, the owner of Cyclepath in Kelowna. So we are talking about bike locks today, and so what should people think about when they're going to buy a bike lock?
Well, obviously the amount of money they spend on the lock should be relative to the value of the bike, but you have to lock it. 100% of the time that it's unattended, you have to lock it. And a cable lock is almost a superficial lock. It's not anywhere near as secure as a U-lock or a chain lock. And you have to realize that when you put a cable lock on, it can be very easily cut. So how much time do you want to give that thief to be able to steal your bike?
Exactly. So maybe let's go through each of the locks and tell me a good time or the appropriate time it would be, for instance, to use a cable lock.
Cable lock you would put on to maybe on the back of your vehicle when you have it loaded up on your bike rack. You're going to be with the vehicle, you're not really stopping, maybe you're going to stop for gas, but you're not going to go into a restaurant and leave it unattended.
What is your go-to lock? What would be the best lock to deter thieves?
Well, a U-lock, a long shackle U-lock, can go through the bike, through the back wheel and the frame to a bike rack. But I would then enhance that with a cable lock. We are starting to sell more. It's like a cable lock, except it's made of smaller chain links. Very high tensile, very difficult to cut, and I would almost say instead of buying a cable lock, buy one of those flexible chains that's covered with cloth so it's not going to scratch your bike, and I would use that in conjunction with a U-lock. The least expensive cable locks we sell are in around the $40 price range. That's keyed or combination lock. U-locks start at around the $50 price range and go up. The more you spend, the tougher the steel, the thicker the steel, the harder it is to break.
Have you ever seen a U-lock cut?
It's not common. It can be cut if you use a very large bolt cutter. It is high tensile steel, even the least expensive, and some of the very inexpensive, we carry name brand locks. There are some no-name locks out there that can be smashed with a hammer, but typically it takes a very good bolt cutter to cut it, and I've only seen it a couple times in the 23 years we've been in business.
Now let's talk about where you want to lock your bike up. You know, some people go right through the front wheel, some people go through the frame. What do you recommend?
You should lock your front wheel, your back wheel, and the frame to something solid. Bike theft is rampant in Kelowna and throughout the country. You have to err on the side of locking it 100% of the time. Even lock it inside your garage. There are people who accidentally leave their garage door open overnight. They come out in the morning, their bikes are gone. Bikes are one of the few things that can be stolen and ridden away. Everything else you have to carry it away, but you jump on the bike and away you go. So err on the side of security.
Okay, thanks very much. I've been speaking here with Gary at Cyclepath, and for Kelowna Now, I'm Liz.